speaking of stupid people, Darby Allin got hit by a bus. Did you see this?
I woke up to this news and a photo of his busted face.
How does a bus hit you in the face? How does a bus hit you? I mean, I know these you know better than anybody because you've inhabited that part of the world. People in New York are idiots. They will walk out in front of moving traffic at the blink of an eye, and they just think people are just going to slam on their brakes. I've never seen anything like it anywhere else in the United States of America. But how do you get in a position where a bus, a giant city bus, can hit you in the face and apparently run over you in some description? How does this happen up there? Brian, you're the New York expert.
Well, I don't know if you know this. They've done a good job of hiding it. Darby Allin's deaf.
What?
No, I'm kidding. He didn't hear the bus coming. Now, I have an article here from...
well, it's saying, in all fairness, it's so loud up there, you can't hear shit.
I have an article
but still,
here that's... the article here is pushing to Darby's Instagram. The awkward moment when you're crossing the street in New York with a broken foot and get hit by a bus. At least I could have a good time with Raymond Pettibon and catch a Broadway show. That's Greg Ginn's brother, the guy who did a lot of the great artwork. Well, not stuff you would like.
Who? What?
You don't know. It's not
Who
for you.
Who are these names that you utter?
The point is he has a broken foot.
Well, we knew that.
Which is why he had to not go to Mount Everest, although I saw a video of him jumping his house in a car after that. I think it's a new video, too. He was in New York City taking in a Broadway play. And he got hit by a bus in the face.
Hey. I don't. Was he trying to jump the bus? Or did he just decide on the streets of New York, hey, I bet I could clear that son of a bitch? Or I bet what?
How you ever going to get this guy back on TV if he can't walk the streets?
Well, again, like I said, I've noticed that people will just walk out in front of moving traffic up there all the time, and God forbid you're turning right on red. They don't fucking even recognize like that could be a thing going on, right? And everywhere, Mama Cornette raised me that before you cross the street, you look both ways, and if there's traffic coming, you don't fucking step out there. And when the red light turns red, you wait until everything stops, and then you go, because you're in a street where the cars have the right of way. In New York, they just step off the curb going willy-nilly anyway. Do you think he's got the broken foot? He's acting like a New Yorker. He just steps up, but he's hobbling. He was with a friend. Couldn't the friend carry him? He only weighs 130 pounds. Who's this Raymond Pettyjohn?
Maybe he said, throw me. Toss me into the bus.
There you go. He tossed him under the bus.
No, into the bus, face first.
Oh, I thought you meant he threw him under the bus.
Like a missile, just face first.
But no, so he got nobody to help him across that. And so now you've got a crippled fucking 130-pound fucking, well, from a bus from that far off, you'd think it was a child, the size of him, who's hobbling across a city street in New York, and the bus just says, fuck it, the light changed, I'm going? Why did the bus have enough velocity to where it was an issue that could injure goddamn Darby Allin of all people? If the bus driver saw a person hobbling, call Stephen P. New, 877-50-STEVE. Because if a bus driver sees a fucking hobbling child limping across a city street, the first thing he does is hit the fucking accelerator, that man owes you some money.
Maybe he was a fan who just got overexcited. He's like, oh my God, it's Darby Allin, Darby Allin. Oh my God, my foot's off again.
No, maybe he was a fan. He just said, fuck this.
I was in a car once that almost ran over Antonio Banderas in Manhattan on 23rd Street. No, he was jaywalking, and we were driving downtown, and it's like, this motherfucker said, that's Antonio Banderas. He hopped onto the curb, but we almost hit him. Fucking ponytail and everything.
See, if you'd have been going a little faster, you could have saved everybody a lot of trouble.
Why, he's a good actor. You don't like Antonio Banderas?
I've seen a picture of him before. I couldn't call anything he's been in if you held a gun to me.
That's what would happen in one of the movies. That's exactly what would happen in one of those movies, actually. They would hold a gun to you.
What would happen?
They would hold a gun to you.
And ask me who he was and what he'd been in?
Who's this gringo? I could just see it right now.
Well, anyway, so are you saying that Antonio Banderas hit Darby Allin in the bus, or what are you saying here?
No, I'm saying there are a lot of questions that are unanswered right now.
Yes.
Did the bus stop? Was it a hit and run bus accident? Did the bus driver get out and check on the man whose face is all busted up? Oh my God, did I do that to your foot? No, I did that separately. That was a completely different thing.
This is a separate incident. We're just focusing on the face right now, pal. But how can you be a hit and run in New York City? There's no way to run except the next block. You're going to have to stop for a light. Nothing moves at any kind of pace up there.
Depends on the time of day.
Except apparently a bus running into Darby Allin. So do you think, was he just standing there like some kind of fucking broke-footed fucking moop, and the bus came by and the rearview mirror whacked him in the face, maybe? Could that?
Did he walk into a bus that was parked and he doesn't want to say that? I mean, that's why his face is all busted?
No, because he said to hit by a bus. If that had happened, he would have said, well, I was walking in New York and I hit a bus.
Is there police body cam footage?
Is there a police report?
Is there a hospital?
If something did that much damage to my face, you would think that the fucking police would be called into question.
Should he have admitted that he was hit by a bus, or should they have tried to make this an angle and say, look what the Elite did. They showed up in New York and beat him up because they know Tony loves him.
Well, but then if he'd have done that and it come to find out that he's going to retire from wrestling because he's suing the goddamn bus company and going to get $15 million or whatever, then that might have blown that whole deal and they wouldn't want to expose their business. You know what? I bet if somebody said to him, don't get in a wrestling ring again, no matter what your condition is, good or bad, because I can get you $20 million from that fucking bus company and put an end to your wrestling career. I bet you the idiot would say, oh, fuck that. I'm going to do the pay-per-view next month.
You think this is all plot to get Sting out of retirement?
He's got to come back and get even.
Well, they need another big pay-per-view. Sting
versus, what's the transit company up there? Like
the MTA, Going Your Way.
MTA, like in Atlanta, it's MARTA. Metro Atlanta Rapid Transit Authority or something like that. But it's just MTA up there. Working for MTA. There was a song about them. You remember that?
I don't remember that, no.
It was Leonard Skinner. Working for MTA. Or maybe that was MCA.
MCA Records. MCA Records.
That could have been. But nevertheless, so Darby Allin struck down in the prime of his life by a New York City bus.
I think AEW wrestlers have the most creative ways of getting paid to stay home and run out their contract of anyone in the history of wrestling. No, I can't. I'm sure he's very happy.
Oh, what?
I'm sure he's very happy. He's diving into buses.
Well, that's it. And
he didn't show like his foot. He didn't show his arm. He showed his face.
There's irony in this also because nothing in a wrestling ring can hurt him. He gets right back up. And he can jump moving vehicles over inanimate objects at high heights and rates of speed, and he just thinks he's swell. And he tries to walk across the street and he gets mowed down by a bus. That's karma's way of saying, fuck you, you fucking little artful dodger. I'm going to get you one way or the goddamn other. Sooner or later, it comes for us all, Darby.